half an hour before I shared the document, like in E part exit is remaining, it is there, right? E, F, G, H, I. Did everyone received or not? Did everyone receive the document or not? In the Google Classroom, I shared it. Can you please check it? Okay. Thank you, Prabhat. Let me share my screen. Today, what we need to discuss it. So, in today we are discussing up to O category, right? O category of functions. Okay. Next one is P category. Okay. So in the P category, the first function is patch. Very, 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 very important. What patch function will do? Okay. Okay. Patch function. Patch function will create the record, from the data source. Patch function will create the record from the data source and or or modify the record from the data source. What patch function will do? It will create a new record. It will create the new record. It will create this patch function will create the new record from the data source, or it will modify the existing record from the particular data source. See, very, very, very important function. Listen carefully. Okay. So first of all, so in this patch function, okay, first syntax. What is the syntax for this patch function? Okay. Syntax is, okay, suppose patch of data source name. What is the data source name? Is that data source name, comma. This part is important. Okay. So either you can use defaults or else you can use this record, comma, on which what columns you want to do. If it is a default, okay, then default, comma, suppose default, here in default function, data source name, okay, in default data source name, comma, and here which columns you that means which records you want to update it in the that means you have to mention the column name, value, comma, column name, value. Okay, this is how it will be there. If it is what is this one do? What this will do means default. What default function will do? Default means it will create the new record. That means if you are using patch function, and in the patch function, if you mentions like defaults, okay, then it will create a new record in the existing data source. If you are using this record, same syntax, okay, this record. If you are using, suppose if you are using defaults, that means it will create a new record from the data source. That means it will create a new record in the data source. If it is a this record will be there, then what will happen? That means it will modify the existing record. This record means modify with the existing record. The default means creating a new record. Let's see practically how we can implement this one. Sorry. Okay. So first of all, which one, like perhaps functions. Which one, right? Is the see here in this patch function, either you can create a new record or modify the existing record. These two only you can do it. You cannot delete it. Only just creating a records or modifying the existing records of this particular one. So for this, see here, like how you can mention the column names and everything. Let's discuss it. Okay, practically we can see. Suppose, for example, I'm taking a gallery. Okay, in that gallery, okay, I want to load a few of the data. Okay, suppose one of the OneDrive data I'm loaded into this particular one and see how it will works. See, I'm taking a new screen. In this, I'm taking a gallery. So what gallery? That means you know how to use vertical gallery. Okay. Only vertical gallery only you have to know. But in this, suppose I'm taking blank vertical gallery. That means when I take this one, nothing records will be available. Okay. Just so empty gallery with empty items. And that means whichever records you want, you can just need to load that particular one. Understand? So after taking a vertical blank gallery, in the blank vertical gallery, no items are available. Understand? That's the reason. Just so after this, you can load the data source. Suppose, for example, in this one, like not only customers data, there are different data are there, right? We can check it with the different data. This one, very less records related, we can take. Agent, agents. Okay, agents having a less record, so we better to take this one. Okay. Better to load that particular agent's data. Okay. So again, you need to connect with OneDrive. Here, if you connect, if you select this one, what will happen? By default, in that OneDrive, customer data is connected, that it will be displayed. So no, I don't want to display the customers. I don't want to connect with customers. I want to connect with like agents related table. So that's the reason. Again, you need to connect with OneDrive. In this agents, you need to select it. In that, what is the table? That table you have to select it and click on connect. Okay. So after connecting this, which columns you want to show it? Those columns you can take those columns from here itself. Okay. It is not showing the columns. One second. We'll see later for gallery. This one, like, yeah. So in this gallery, just I'm loading a data source. Okay. After loading a data source, I'm taking a few of the records, few of the elements. Like, so whichever records I wanted, I want to take those elements into this gallery. Suppose there are two columns are available in that particular agents, right? Okay. In the agents, there are two columns are available. Those two columns related elements only we can take it, right? So that's the reason what I'm doing here it is agent name and agent phone number only it is available. So that's the reason in this gallery, what you have to take it is like a text input because the text box is required. See here, but it is outside of the gallery, it is taking. No, I want to take inside of the gallery. Okay. So if I want to take inside of the gallery, then what you have to do, see here, you have to select that particular one, this box. Okay. After that, you can take any text box, text input. Understand? So while you are taking, suppose for example, you are forget to take this particular one. Okay. Now see, whenever you take this text input, any element, it outside of the gallery, it will take it. No, we need to take inside of the gallery. Okay. So inside of the gallery, because there are multiple records are there in the agents table, right? So that means those related information, each and every row in the text input element, I need to show it. That means you have to take the elements inside the gallery. If I want to take inside the gallery any element, just what you have to do is, so, so here there is a box, right? Or else you can click on this one also, edit gallery. And you click on edit gallery, the first box of the gallery will be selected. After that, you can take the element. Then the elements, whatever you are taken, those elements are inserted inside the gallery. Understand or not? Text input. Understand or not? See, and wherever you want to put it, just you need to put it there itself. Okay. So how much space is required that on? Okay. See here, like this. See, then automatically whenever you take that particular text input, in all the rows itself, the same text input element will automatically it will take it. Understand clearly or not? Next, another one is another text input. Select this one. Okay. This is another text input. Because two columns are there, right? There are agent name and phone number. That's the reason I'm taking two elements here. Okay. So clear all the things here itself. Like, okay. So from here also. Now, in the text box 6, what column you want to take it? See, in this table, which column you want to display for which related one? See, in text input, agent name. Okay, that. See here, automatically the value will be displayed there itself. Okay, here also, it's like what name it is, agent phone number. Okay. Agent name and agent phone number will be displayed here. That means each row agent name and each row agent phone number will be displayed here. Understand? So now what I need to take it is here inside this one, I want to take a different element here. See here, all the records are displayed. Now, what I need to do is, so I need to create a new record, right? So for that, I'm taking a text box. Okay. See here. Hmm, Text input. Here, I'm taking that this text input outside of the gallery. I want to take it, not inside, outside is enough. Okay. Here, don't worry. Once again, I will explain you once it is completed. So this is the one. Okay. And here I'm taking a new button. New button. When you take this button, see here. Okay. This button is for creating a new record into that particular data source. This button is for creating a new record to that particular data source. So for that, what the name I'm giving, the new record. Okay. In this particular button, we have to write a patch function. Okay. What is this patch function? Like you have to write this one, patch. What is the data source name? That means this, whenever you click on that particular button, it will create a new record to the data source, right? What is the data source name? That you need to write it. That means whenever you are pulling the data, so whenever you are pulling that particular Excel data into Power Apps, with one particular table name, you are pulling the data, right? Excel sheets data. That name only you have to pass it. See here, table one underscore one, comma. If I want to, so I told you like you need to write again data source name, and here if I want to creating a new record to the data source, right, then you have to use defaults. What is that? Defaults of same table name. What is the data source name here? That data source name only you need to mention it here. And so in this particular data source, what column names are there? Those you have to mention the column names, and what record, what values you want to insert it, that also you have to mention it. Suppose, for example, like this, in this one, agent name is there, right? See here, after opening curling braces, must and should put comma and curling brace. Inside the curling braces only, values you want to insert it. First, you have to mention the column name, colon, and here value. Here, suppose I'm giving value here. Okay. Agent name is like suppose, for example, Power Apps. Okay. Comma. Another column name. What is that one? That column name you have to call it. And inside the double quotes. So whatever it is, like 999. X8 like this. Okay. And again close the bracket. What will happen every time whenever you click on this particular button, automatically whatever agent name is there, that agent name and whatever phone number is there, static value, these are static value. Always it will, every time these same records only inserting multiple rows. No, I don't want to pass the static values. Understand? If I'm passing a static values, the same records are inserted multiple times. So you have to pass dynamic. If I want to pass, see, dynamic means I didn't understand. What is this, Vijay? Let's see. Dynamic means. So what I need to do is, in this particular text box, whatever value I enter it, that record as an agent name. Understand? Okay. And whatever record I'm inserting, suppose for example, there are two text boxes I'm taking here. Like this is one text box. Another text box is this one. So in these text boxes, whatever value I'm entering there, that particular record need to be inserted in new record. Understand clearly or not? Understand clearly or not? So whichever record I'm inserting in this particular text box, like agent name related, what value I'm inserting here, that will be stored in the agent name column. This particular text box, what phone number I'm given here, that particular phone number need to insert it in agent phone number, like that. Okay. Dynamically, every time, whenever I enter this, whatever value I enter it, that particular record only, it will take it and insert it into that particular record. There is no duplicates like that, right? So that's the reason. Let's see with example. Okay, let's play the application now. Okay, so but suppose for example, in the new record, in that button, you have to pass, like see, you're passing the static values, right? In place of static values, what I need to write it means, whatever text box value is entered, that related only take it as agent name. Another text box related, agent phone number it is. That means what is the text box names here? Those text box names are, you need to pass it there itself. Understand? What is the text box here? See, text input 8. Okay, that means here in the agent name, like here in the agent name, like text input 8 dot. What is that? Text input 8 dot text, that value. Okay. Another one is same here also. Whatever, see here, this is the text input name. That means in this text box, whatever you are entered, that it will take it as agent name. So that's the reason text input dot text, because this is a text, right? Whatever value you are entering, that is a text column, right? That's the reason you have to give like dot text. Here also same thing, like a text input. Not. Okay. Let's play the application. Okay. Whenever you play the application, see here. So suppose, for example, in this particular text box, agent name is Power Apps. And here phone number is 93. There. Yeah. Now click on new record. See what will happen. Understand? That means Successfully inserted. That means if you want to notify it, whether it is inserted or not, how we can identify it. So after this function, you will have a notify function. Notify function is there, right? In the notify function. Okay. See here. So first record is inserted, right? Check it in the data source. See here, Power Apps and that number. See, that means whatever you entered there, automatically that record will be inserted in the data source itself. Okay. See here, one more record. Suppose like Naresh. Naresh ID. So for this one, 987. Wait. Oh, yeah. Now click on new record. See here, successfully inserted pop-up message will comes means that is successfully inserted into that particular data source. Let's see. See the same record. Understand? Is it clear or not? Okay. So this is how you can write that particular one. Understand clearly or not? Okay. This is how we can insert a new records into that particular table. What function it is? Patch function only. In the patch function, you just need to write the whenever you want to execute this particular patch function, in that particular part only you have to write it. Most of the times you have to write it in buttons or actions. That means icons. Whatever actions are performing, those related part in that particular part only we can write it. Okay, we can write it in icons related one and everything. Okay, so in the patch function, you just need to write the data source name and in default, okay, you have to write the default because default will create the new record from the data source itself. That's the reason. Default of just a table name. Okay, comma. How many columns are there in the data source? Those columns. That means inside the curling braces, you just need to put the curling braces. Automatically, column names will automatically comes. Okay, whichever column name you have to select it, that you have to select it here. First column name, colon. And here, the value, how you can give, like whichever value you are enter into the text box, that value only we can insert into the agent. Understand clearly? Okay. So that means in this particular text box, see here, in this particular text box, whatever you enter it, okay, that value need to be inserted in the agent. Okay. Whatever text box you entered in this particular phone number, that record need to be inserted into this particular agent phone. Understand or not? Like this. So because these are the dynamic, whenever it is required, immediately what will happen? Immediately So these are that means in the text box, whatever you enter it, automatically those related records only it is inserted. Understand clearly or not? Is it clear or not? Next, and so, and one more important point here it is like so. See here. So after giving this particular one, whatever column names are there, after column names, dynamically whichever value or else static values also you can pass it. Okay. How many columns are there? All the columns you have to mention it. Close the curling braces and bracket for this patch function. Okay. Immediately, if you suppose, for example, the record is inserted. If the record is inserted, we don't know whether the record is inserted or not. So that's the reason I'm taking a notify function here. Whenever you take the notify function, what will happen? That means after executing this particular function, that means after executing the patch function, notify function will be executed. Okay. In the notify, so that means what string you are entering, that string only it will show the pop-up message successfully inserted or something like that. Okay. Understand clearly or not? Okay. So this is how the notify function will be implemented. So that means that means for this particular button, it is creating a new record to the existing table. Understand clearly or not? So next one is, suppose I want to modify the existing record. Then what I need to do? Let's see here. Suppose I'm taking an element. So for modification, I'm taking an icon. That icon inside the gallery, I want to take it, not outside, inside the gallery. So what you have to do? Inside the gallery, any input you have to select it. And after that only you have to take the element. Otherwise, always it will take outside of that one. So instead of that one, so better to take inside the gallery only you have to take the element. So inside that one, what is that one? That particular icon you have to take it. So I am taking a save icon. See here, if I take inside of the gallery, what will happen? That particular one is applied for each and every row. That means any of the record you can modify it. Okay, that means so for this one, see here. So for this particular one, what I am writing again patch function. Patch. What is the data source name? That name you have to say, comma. Here you have to write this record, this record or this item. Yeah, this item, this item. You have to select this item, not this record, this item. This item will create, that means whenever you take this item, that means in the existing record itself, it will be modified. Let's see. Suppose, for example, comma, same syntax, only this part only it is changes. How you are, when you are creating any particular new record, for that, how, what patch function you are writing, same, same patch function you need to write for this one also. Okay. But here, for creating a new record, you are using defaults. Here, if you want to modify the existing record, you have to use this item. That's it. See, agent name. So in the agent name, what is the text box here? That text box name, you need to pass it here. Better to use it. That's one. What is the text box name inside the gallery? That text box name. Text box. Text input 6. Text dot text, comma, phone number. Okay. Text input 6 dot text, and agent phone number is text input 7 dot text here. Okay. Just I'm closing and colon for this one, and again notify. For notify function, what is that one? Suppose, for example, successfully update existing record. Okay, let's see. Let's play that. Suppose, for example, Mark Sidling is there, right? So for this particular record, I want to modify it. See here, Mark Sidling is like 234, and number also I modified to phone number is modified to last number. Instead of 2, I need to replace it to 3. Okay, and click on save. Sorry, because already the table data source table is open, so that's the reason it's showing a pop-up message like this. Now close that particular data source and again run the application. See, successfully updated existing record. Okay, so now you can go to that particular data source and see. See here, is it modified or not? Existing record only it is. Understand clearly or not? Is it clear or not? So this is how you can do that particular one. Understand? So if you want to modify it or if you want to create a new record to the existing table, must and should you have to use a function called patch. Very, very important in interview point of time as well as in real time also. Very, very important. Okay. Patch function will create existing, it will create a new record or else it will modify the existing record. Understand? Okay. So this is how, not only this one, any record you can modify it by using this one. This is for creating a new record. This is for modifying the record. Understand clearly or not? One second. Record. This is a tooltip. Like whenever you mouse over it, see here, automatically it will show what this is. See here, modify existing record. So that means for icons, if you want to enable any notification, like whenever you mouse over to that particular icon, what that icon will tell. If you want to know it, then what you have to do in that particular icon, select the icon. If you come down, you will see a tooltip option. What is that? Tooltip option. You can mention that particular message then automatically whenever you mouse over it after running an application, whenever you mouse over to that particular icon, it will shows what it indicates. Understand clearly or not? Okay, so this is how we can we can create a records or modify the existing records in patch function. Anyone having any doubts in this one? Like anyone? If you didn't understand also, once again I will explain it if you want. Let me know. Next function is PDF. What is PDF function will do? That means PDF is nothing but if you want to generate, okay, that means any in PDF format you want to generate, you want to show the value in PDF format. Okay, you want to show the PDF format value. Then we have to use a function called PDF. Okay, PDF means anything like screen or a gallery or anything. If you want to show the thing in PDF, if you want to show the complete screen, if you want to show a particular element, then you have to use PDF. Okay, let's see. Okay. See, what I need to do is, so if you want to, first of all, if you want to apply the PDF function means must and should in settings, you have to enable one of the option. What is that option? Let's see. So settings means in the left side, there is a left corner is there, right? There is a settings icon. Okay. Click on the settings icon. Upcoming futures option. Under the setting, there is an upcoming futures option is there. Under this, there is a PDF option is there, like a PDF. See here, if you type it in the search bar, PDF. By default, this option is off. Okay, you have to on that particular option. Understand? You have to on this particular option. Whenever you on it, then only PDF function will work. Otherwise, it won't work. Remember this point. Understand? Let's see. After enabling, now you can take, you will have a PDF icon is there. Better to take the PDF icon. See here. So this is a PDF icon. In this PDF icon, what you need to do is like, see, what you have to do is, see here in this one, in PDF function, anything, and you can pass any gallery, table, or screen names also you can mention. Understand or not? See here. So see here, PDF. Okay, PDF of. Okay, and what is that one? What name it is? Like what you need to pass? Screen name you want to pass it, or else you want to pass the gallery name, or whichever element you want to pass it. You can pass the element name. Okay, Here, suppose I'm passing gallery. Okay. What is the gallery name? That you need to pass it. Like gallery 2. Okay. That's it. So when I click on this particular one, you want to show that particular gallery in particular document in the PDF format, right? So for that, there is a PDF document option is there. PDF, that is an element. That means PDF viewer. Whatever PDF related things are there, if you want to use it, you have to use an option. You have to take an element called PDF viewer. Understand? Let's see. 1 second. Okay. And here in this particular PDF viewer, under the document property, you have to pass that particular one. What you have to pass it? Again, you have to pass that function. Okay. That means whatever function I'm writing here, the same function I need to pass it there. Instead of that, you have to use variables. Don't worry, I will tell you what is variables. There are two types of variables, global variables and local variables. Local variables are accessed in that particular screen itself. Global variables are accessed in any of the screen itself. Understand? So that means I'm passing a variable name. What variable? Global variable. Don't worry, I will explain you once again what is variable in next classes itself. Understand? So here, like variable, global variable means you have to call with set. What is that? Set. Okay, come on. Here, you can pass variable name in set. After writing a set function, inside that first variable name, any name you can pass it. Like suppose PDF X, something I am passing like this. PDF X. Okay. And now, and after that particular variable name, and here you need to give the value. I'm giving the value like a PDF function I'm applying. Close the bracket. Now, what will happen? Now, this variable, you need to call it in this particular PDF viewer. In PDF viewer, under the document, what you need to pass? In place of this sample PDF, remove that one, and you have to call that variable name. What is the variable name? PDF X is there, right? You just need to call the PDF X variable. That's it. Then automatically, whenever you click on this particular PDF, then automatically those related in the PDF function, what screen it is, what screen you are passing there, that screen will be displayed here itself. Let's run the application. See here, whenever you click on whenever you click on this particular PDF icon, okay, in this PDF icon, what what element I'm passing? Gallery. That gallery value, whatever it is there here, that those gallery will be shown here itself in PDF viewer. Okay, let's click on this one. See here, whatever gallery is there, that it will be shown in the PDF viewer. Understand or not? If you want to show anything in the PDF format, then you have to use a function called PDF. Okay. In the PDF, you can pass anything like screen name also you can pass it. You can pass the gallery also. You can pass the table, anything you can pass. But inside the PDF, you have to pass the name of that element. What name it is? If it is a gallery, gallery one or whatever gallery name is there, that name you have to pass it inside that. Okay. But see here. So because the same function I need to apply it here. Instead of applying the same function, it will impact for the performance. That's the reason I'm taking a variable for this one. Okay. What is a variable? That means, so if you want to call any particular value multiple times, okay, instead of passing the same particular function multiple times, you just need to put it in the variable. that wherever it is required, you have to call that in the variable name. That's it. Okay. Inside this one. So for that, I'm writing a set. Set means it is a global variable. If you want to set a global variable, you have to use a function called set. Understand? Global variable means you can access the variable in any of the screen itself, not only one screen. If it is a local variable, only that particular screen, that particular variable is accessed. Understand? Only the variable is accessed up to that particular screen, not in other screens itself. But global variable accessed anywhere. Understand? So that's the reason I'm setting a global variable, because maybe in another screen I have to use it. So that's the reason I have to pass like global variable and here name and PDF function. Just you don't have to pass it. And here, and that variable I am passing in the PDF viewer, just in the document, I'm passing PDF of X. That means the variable name I'm passing here itself. Okay. But the problem is here, suppose, for example, see here. That means in that variable, see here, in the gallery, how it will be there? There is a scroll bar is there. If you scroll down, what will happen? See here. If you scroll down, you will see there are a number of values are there. But here, it will shows only up to which part it is displayed. That part only it will shows in the PDF viewer. In this PDF viewer, it is not show complete gallery values. It is showing up to which part it is showing. That part only it is showed in the PDF viewer, not complete. Then you have to modify the PDF function. So in the PDF function, wherever the PDF function is there, first you have to write the element name, comma. There is an option called expand containers. Yeah, expand containers equal to false. You can set it as false. Expand containers. This one only, right? What happened? Okay. Yeah. So that means this expand containers, you have to write it in the curling braces. Don't put it in the normal one. Okay. Now run this application. When you run the application, when you click on this PDF icon, see here, 1 second, it is loading. See, now all the records it is, whatever it is there, that it will show here. Understand clearly or not? So that means PDF container. That means, so you have to always, you have to pass PDF. That means expand containers. Whenever you click on expand container, the scroll bar also it will come set and it will shows the other values also. Understand clearly or not? This is like expand containers is equal to false. Suppose if you write like true, then see here, when you scroll down, you will see all the values in the PDF format. If it is true, if it is false, by default, it is false. Okay. By default, this expand containers, it is false. It is okay. No need to mention. If you want to see all the values from that particular gallery, then you have to pass like expand containers is true. Okay. When it is set to true, you will see whatever gallery values are there. all the gallery values, you can see it here. Understand? Whatever gallery values are there, all the gallery values here also you can see. Understand? If you are not mentioning this expand containers, then by default, up to which part it is displaying, that part only it will shows in the PDF viewer, not complete one. The gallery will, which part it will shows, that part only it will shows there itself, not the complete one. Understand clear or not? This is about the PDF function. Clear or not? Anyone? Yeah, sure. Suppose, for example, I'm taking here, what variable name? PDF X, right? You have to pass that one. Okay. But here, see here, automatically it will display it or not? Okay. In next screen also. Okay. In next screen also, that particular part, it will be displayed. Understand clearly or not? Is it clear, Manaswini? Okay. You just, in the next screen itself, you need to take the PDF viewer. Just you need to pass that variable name, because that variable is a global variable, right? You can access from any screen itself. That's the reason you can access it here also. Understand clearly. So this is what about this function. Okay, PDF. Next function is proper. That we can discuss in tomorrow's class. Okay, in tomorrow's class, not only this one, R function, most of the times I will try to complete it. Or as only few are there. Okay, we'll try to complete by this week all these functions. Okay, you can directly from Monday onwards, we can directly go with the concept. Okay, once it is completed, then we can buy a blank screen from the scratch onwards. We need to create it. How you can use it by using all these functions, how we can implement all these things. Let's see. Understand clearly. Anyone having any doubts? Anyone having any doubts? Okay. I already shared the functions document up to E, right? E category. E, F, G, H, I. Up to I. I shared it. Please check it and download it. Thank you, guys. We can stop it here. We'll continue tomorrow.